What's good, world? What's poppin', people? I go by the name of Beisbol. Welcome back to BYC Gaming. Let's pause everything we're saying right now, and let's first tell you to follow, like, comment, subscribe. If you like what you're about to see and what you're about to hear from yours truly, your boy Beisbol and us at BYC Gaming. Just had to turn the sound down real quick. We'll let Boog, Shambi, and Chris Singleton cook eventually. But right now, it's all about the Mets and the Yankees, the Subway Series, baby. 46-34, New York Yanks. The 44-win New York Mets. Set to do battle here in Queens. This is a big series for both teams who are currently making a push for a playoff bid. As you can see, who's on the mound for us, Sean Manea. Important game for us, important game for him. You see his record 2-1. Let's do what we do best.
Leading off the afternoon for the Yankees.
Let's get this dub, man, because we really need it. So Volpe is the first batter that's going to hit here for the Yankees. Manea with the first pitch of the day.
That's a ball.
It's going to miss low for a ball. All to the good, though, because I'm confident that Manea can have a good start. Just so as long as we don't give up, just give me pitches to Stanton, Judge, or Soto if they're all healthy, and if we see them in this series. This is a 2-game set, so I think this should be a pretty simple series. I'm not expecting to sweep the Yankees by any stretch of the imagination. You saw that record just a second ago. But what I am hoping for is we can definitely get a split. Got to at least get one, as Volpe sends that one for a ride, but it's way foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Try to get him with the slurve right here. Mets have been playing up and down as of late, but haven't done enough to win some of these games. Count full to Volpe. I wanted to go with a changeup on this pitch right here. We'll go with the sinker. Full count, got him looking. Good pitch by Manea. Way to get back in that AB and get the strikeout. I'm not gonna lie, yo, that was a bullet. I want to see that replay after we get a look at the lineup. Nice catch by Marte and right, 2 outs.
1 Soto.
All right, so we will see Soto in this at bat and in this game, but we will not see Judge. I don't know if he has a day off or if he's hurt or what, but the interesting thing, if you saw the lineups right there, Yankees with 2 hitters batting under 200. That's Stanton and Anthony Rizzo. We ran with the Yankees last season, and none of that was the case because Soto and Rizzo were getting the job done for us when we had control of the Yankees. But good job of controlling things right here by Starlin Marte, making the catch in right. And now we got 2 outs here as we get ready to face Juan Soto. Now, Soto's been in the league for a decent amount of time right now. Yo, when he first got in the league and I didn't really know much about him and I saw him doing that Soto shuffle, and I'm just talking about the show. I'm not talking about even in real life as a Met fan. Bro, I used to get so like, what is he doing? Is he trying to show me up? Like, and that's why they say he does it, just to get in the pitcher's head. It definitely worked the MLB The Show. I've either hit him or thrown inside or just totally got away from the game plan. We don't get away from the game plan right here. We get a 3-pitch strikeout. Soto sat down on strikes. 1-2-3 inning for the Mets and Manea. Let's go. The ace of the Yankee staff. What else can you call him? 10-4 in the season. Gerrit Cole, the 2023 Cy Young Award winner, gets ready to face the Mets.
Leading up for the Mets, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Hee-haw!
Pitch upstairs. Strike one. All right, so Cole doing a good job painting the black right now. 0-2 count.
Ball.
I didn't even get a look to see what pitches he throws. Let's get a glance right here. 4-seam fastball, slider, knuckle curveball, circle change, and a cutter. Whew. That slider should not have that much speed on it. I thought it was a cutter. It was a slider, and it just dropped out of the zone. What a pitch. What a pitch. 88 miles per hour. Dashing across the strike zone.
Nope, that's in.
For strike three. Instead, Jeff McNeil. He's been up and down this season. Average at 265, though. 4 home runs on the season. 18 walks and 22 RBIs. Late on the changeup. That'd be strike one.
Time.
If McNeil's not late on that one, that definitely could be something that gets hit into the gap slowly. And there's another breaking pitch with a lot of velocity on it. Second strikeout of the game for Gerrit Cole. That one was more defending the plate, and poor job of doing that right there. Strike three. El Capitan, let's go. Lindor, 301 on the season. Oh, goodness. Early on that one, got excited seeing the slider right across the strike zone. We're going to foul that off quickly, 0-2. Struck out the side. All struck out on the same pitch. Damn near. All out of the zone. All almost in the dirt or just way out of the zone. 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees, and here comes Gleyber Torres to start things off.
Gleyber Torres.
One-oh. Here, what? Oh.
That is it. The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah! One-on-one. That's foul.
We got Rizzo down, 1-2. 1 out.
Ball.
Woo!
Out.
Good pitch right there. Guess I can't be too mad at that, but let's go. Got him on the slider. A normal slider, 85 miles per hour. Third K of the game for Manea. We got a 10-inch break, and the spin rate is ridiculous. So that slider is going to be deadly for both pitches today. We can see, but even more so for us against Cole, we got to pick the right time to swing at that pitch.
No, that's down. Ball.
LeMahieu steps in. A lot of hit streaks for these Yankee hitters.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Counts 1-1. We're going to attack the bottom part of the strike zone in this AB. It turns into a grounder to Lindor. If that was somebody with a little more speed, he may have gotten in there safely, but either way, it's the end of the inning. Alonso, Alvarez, and Marte due up for the Mets.
Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Hee-haw! That missed. That's the ball. Time out.
One-two count. Alonso's late on this one. Sends it for a ride to right. Soto at the warning track. Wish we could have timed that one correctly. Might have been able to take it out the park. That's the first out.
The catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Another one that we missed time. Alvarez fouls it off. I think we'll get to Cole maybe in the 4th or 5th inning. That's my prediction for today, because
1-1.
the timing and the velocity has to come down and meet somewhere in the middle. 33 walks on the season.
That's the ball.
For Alvarez.
2-1.
Right now he's ahead in the count, 2-1. Oh my goodness, fastball
2-2.
right down Broadway. There's just nothing we can do with that. Guns it right by us.
Count's full.
All right, now we got a full count. Marte's been playing good baseball. He's on deck. Come on, Frank. Good at bat. All right, so Alvarez draws the walk. We got our first base runner of the ball game.
The right fielder, Starling Marte.
Now here comes Marte. It's Mr. Met. It's churning up. Ooh, opposite field hit. Soto gloves it and throws it to third, but we got 2 men on with 1 man out, and the Mets all of a sudden got something shaking.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Call time. Ball.
All right, it says Brandon Nimmo. Very streaky hitter this season. He could be absolutely on fire or cold as ice. Ooh. Glad that one is chopped foul. Crazy that Nimmo has scored the 3rd best or 3rd most runs on this team with 39. Right now he's in a 2-1 count against Gerrit Cole. I had an announcement to make. We'll get back to it in a second.
No, that missed. That's
All right, Nimmo ahead, 3-1 in the count. Ronnie Mauricio, who's cooled off since his original debut, but one thing that hasn't cooled off with him is his batting average with runners in scoring position. Oh, Nimmo gonna foul this one off and make it a full count. Runners will be in motion here. Full count to Nimmo. They go to runners. There's another foul ball. Ooh, strike him out, throw him out. Wow. I mean, that was a strike. I mean, I just couldn't make contact. We know Alvarez can't run. All right, so the announcement I just wanted to make is related to our New York Mets franchise. This one's popped up the right. Marte make the catch. But I definitely wanted to make this series like play as many games as possible, but when you're playing as many games as I do, it's very, very hard to lock in and whatnot. So let's put it to you like this. First of all, I'm not gonna end any series ever. Like, you know, I always leave the door open in case I want to come back months later, weeks later, and just pick up a series. So what I'll say about the two series that are gonna change a little bit on the channel is gonna go as follows. As Jose Trevino is gonna step in. Give me 1 second.
Got him.
Leading up for the Mets, the designated hitter, Ronnie Mauricio.
All right, so as I was saying, though, the two series that's going to change on my channel is going to be the Spider-Man series and this Mets series. Now, Spider-Man, like I said, I'm not ending it. It's just I'm way more interested in finishing L.A. Noir, and I'm also way more interested in starting my GTA 5 series that I have planned as we get a check swing from Mauricio that I'll lead to ball 2. And also, Spider-Man doesn't do the views that baseball and college football and some of my other games does. So if you really want to see Spider-Man like regularly on the YouTube page and on Twitch and all and Kick and all that, please leave a comment. Otherwise, I'm gonna put that one on hold. And then I'll tell you about this Mets series after this at bat here with Ronnie Mauricio. Full count.
Timeout. Ball 4, take your base.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, Gerrit Cole.
That missed. That's the ball.
All right, ball 1 to Brett Beatty. But as far as the Mets franchise series, I'm going to keep it going, no question. I love my Mets. We're looking good in the playoffs right now against those Philadelphia Phillies. But I'm going to just say it like this, man.
No, that
Ooh,
missed.
good pitch. I'm only going to play key games from here on out on this series. Only time I'll post a game that's not a key game is if it's at a stadium or something that I just always wanted to, see on the channel or something like that. Outside of that, it's only going to be key games. So that means like All-Star Game, Home Run Derby, if we're involved. Games like this against the Yankees, divisional games, potential playoff matchups in the future, et cetera, et cetera. Grounder. It's going to be a tough double play to make. They're going to get Mauricio, but Beatty's going to be safe. If this was late in the game, I would pinch run for Beatty and bring Bryce Terang in. Bryce Terang is definitely somebody I'm trying to improve on his ball club. As Tyrone Taylor now steps in. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
We got Carolina Panthers content. The franchise series dropping every Monday. College football dropping every Friday, sometimes Sunday. In between, we'll have Grand Theft Auto, LA Noire, Undisputed Boxing. I can't wait for that this week. Foul that one off. I'm trying to think what else. Am I forgetting something? I know I am. Oh, the Knicks, my GM. I got a special episode of that coming up. We got a new dynasty coming up in college football, as well as Road to Glory.
1 and 2.
This counts 1 and 2. And there's more games that I'm forgetting right now, but those are the meat and potatoes of what you're going to be seeing. Can't forget COD Live. We're going to do that every week, as Taylor now sat down on strikes twice now. 5th K of the game for Gerrit Cole.
The second baseman.
He's dealing. All right, instead of Jeff McNeil. It's a laser beam off of the scoreboard. Raise the apple. Mets take a loud 2-0 lead off of what the scoreboard will call a moonshot from McNeil. That had to be a perfect swing because the sound of that off the bat was crazy. Let's go. McNeil, the flying squirrel, sends one to the upper room. And the Mets take a 2-0 lead. Still early in this game, still a lot of baseball to be played. But swings like that are momentum builders. 390 and a 2-0 Mets lead. And now following up after him is Francisco Lindor.
Yeehaw!
Another one right down Broadway. We're going to take that one for a strike. I told y'all we were going to get him maybe the second or third time around the lineup. And now we almost had another one right there, but Lindor a little bit late on that. Going to foul it off. 0-2 count. This one hit the short. That'll be the end of the third. Mets take a lead. Let's go.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
All right, so Manea comes back to work here in the fourth. He can pitch a little more relaxed knowing that Jeff McNeil put one in the bleachers and gave the Mets a 2-0 lead. Volpe steps in now facing a 1-1 count. One of the things I would say about pitching in MLB, the show, a lot of people like to lock in only when they get, you know, a pitcher's count, which is like 1-2 or 0-2. Man, you got to be locked in from the beginning, man. Even if you waste a pitch, like waste a pitch for a reason. That was somewhat of a waste pitch, but I also knew there was a chance that Volpe could swing at it. He does just that. That's the 4th K of the game for Manea. And let's look at it from good old ump cam. Swing and a miss. Trent Grisham, no batting gloves, steps in, hits this one down the line. Alonso, who I want to be in the mix for a platinum glove, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove. I want him to be in the mix for that. I think he will be in the mix for that. Let's see if we can get him some hits today. Speaking of hits, no hits so far for Juan Soto. 2 outs. He's going to take a sinker in there for a strike. Now, I want to pitch Soto. I'm going to throw inside pitches to start the ABs, and then I want to try to attack the outside part of the zone with breaking pitches when I have the lead in the count. 0-2. That strategy is going to work right here. Alonso steps on the bag. Mets through 4 with a 2-0 lead. And they're coming back up to bat in the bottom of the 4th.
Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Ball.
All right, now finding himself in the 1-1 count is the man I just mentioned. Look at the numbers. 50 walks, 27 home runs, 61 RBIs.
Nope, ball.
Pete Alonso has been stellar. Slugging percentage just a touch under 600. Got to get that batting average up, though. 243 on the season. Swings and misses through a slider right there. When it comes to Subway Series, I've only been to 1. I think that was back when A-Rod had first become a Yankee as there's a chopper right in front of the mound. Cole makes a throw to first and Alonso's retired. But yeah, I've been to a lot of Mets games, man. Shea Stadium, Citi Field. I've seen the Mets play out of town. Turner Field, Truist, Camden Yards, Tropicana Field. Ooh, Alvarez fouls that one off. But I saw one of the best baseball games I've ever seen the other day, and that was the A's last home game ever as the Oakland A's. And like I said, it's one of the best baseball games excuse me, even getting emotional just thinking about it, but it's one of the best baseball games that I've ever seen without a doubt, and it had nothing to do with baseball. You can check out a pretty cool special MLB The Show stream that I have centered around the A's, their history, and just saying goodbye to a really dope franchise. That's coming out on Wednesday. I think it's coming out at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and that's 3 or so West Standard Time. Follow us for more information at BYC Gaming on YouTube, at BYC_Gaming on Instagram, Twitch, and BYC Gaming online on Twitter, aka X. So third walk of the game drawn right there. This time it's Francisco Alvarez moving. All right, here comes Starling Marte. Bad job chasing that pitch right there. But yes, sir, check out that series. I hope you guys enjoy. Not series, excuse me. Check out that episode. I hope you guys enjoy it and reminisce, and we can talk about the A's right now. So 0-2 count quickly to Marte. That last pitch prior to the ball, I definitely should have swung at. I called Marte the best 2-strike hitter in baseball. Let's see if he can prove it right here.
2-2.
Works the count back even. Alvarez was thrown out trying to steal third. Last time he made it on base.
Count is full.
Now it's a full count. Nimmo struck out. In the second, he's on deck.
That's ball four.
There we go. So Marte got a base hit last time up. This time he draws a walk. That's Cole's fourth walk of the game. Nimmo with a chance to extend this Mets lead here.
That's a ball.
First pitch he sees is a walk. Excuse me, is a ball. Pardon me. 71 pitches for Cole.
Ball.
Energy definitely starting to slow down here.
No strike.
Nimmo in a hitter's count of 2-1.
Ball.
Make that count 3-0 now.
3-0.
Mauricio's on deck. We already spoke about the high runner in scoring position batting average. Let's see if he has a chance here. 4-seam fastball, slider, knuckle curves, circle change, and a cutter are the pitches. That time it's a curve. That knuckle curve was a ball. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good pitch.
We got a full count.
Count now full.
Take your base.
All right. So now the bases are juice. Fifth walk of the game for Cole. And now a man who's very dangerous in situations like this, Ronnie Mauricio steps in. He already has a walk in this ball game.
Down, ball.
He starts his at-bat off by taking ball one. Good changeup right there. Ooh, that was a good pitch. Mauricio stays alive, fouling off the changeup.
Two and two.
That one misses away. I didn't even want to swing at that. And, ooh, can I challenge that? That was close. It was close, but I guess he's out. Man, another double play. Let's see it again, though. Like I said, I felt like Mauricio may have beaten that one out at first. Either way, that's the end of the inning. Yeah, he's out.
Leading off on the Yankees, the second baseman, Cole.
That's in, ball.
All right, in steps Gleyber Torres, and I got to give y'all a little secret. If you watch Rolling with Bud, my MLB The Show character, he's a center fielder trying to build his way up to the Tampa Bay Rays. He actually uses Gleyber Torres' stance. Shout out to Gleyber. Not in this situation, though. We want to get him out. Keep moving along in this ball game. We're in the top of the fifth. Sean Manea is throwing the gem here on BYC Gaming. Now it counts 2-2. And let me tell you something, man. I said I've been to a lot of Mets games and everything. Every time it's Mets-Yankees, whether it's Yankee Stadium, Citi Field, Shea, always a packed house, always a vibe, and always good energy in the ballpark. What a job fighting and staying alive by Torres. I was determined to get him out with the changeup. We get him to ground to second base. McNeil gloves it, and we now got one out. So it's been a few days since I last played when we had the series against the Cubs. Speaking of Cubs, Anthony Rizzo steps in. Been a Yankee since 2021. But it's been a bit of a little stretch since I've played, so I don't remember, who's ready to go in the bullpen today. But we won't worry too much about that right now as Manea is throwing a good game. Right now, down 3-0 in this count.
3-0.
Thankfully, it's against Rizzo, who has struggled. Lefty-lefty matchup, so confident enough to throw the fastball right there. I never noticed that the fan, even in the background, just put the popcorn down on the stairs. That's so fire. Like this game still needs improvements, but there's no denying it's one of the best sports games on the market. Top 3 for sure. 3-2 count to Rizzo, who pops it foul. Very curious to see if Aaron Judge is injured. We'll find out here in this 2-game set. This one slapped to center field. Taylor gonna get there and get under it for the second out. All right, so the 6th inning I'm gonna dedicate to somebody special to me. We'll talk about that in the top half of the 6th. Right now, we still got to get LeMahieu out. And then these Mets are going to come up to bat here in the bottom half of the 5th. This one grounded foul.
Ball.
LeMahieu was a very solid piece for me when I did my Yankee season last year. When I did my Yankee season last season or whatever, pardon me. But we traded LeMahieu. We traded LeMahieu very early in the season to the Twins, but that did end up paying off.
Ball.
Manea has not had to throw too many pitches here in this game. It's a 1-2 count, so I talked about wasting pitches earlier. This is a pitch I'm going to waste right here. Let's throw one up in the zone, just change his eye level. 95 upstairs.
2-2.
Now let's come back with the changeup out of the zone. Give him to foul that one off. Let's change the eye level one more time, but just move it up and in. Fastball, sinker, got him. All right, so Manea doing a good job holding it down for the Mets. This is BYC Gaming. I go by the name of Beisbol. Like, comment, and subscribe. But we still got plenty more baseball to come here on BYC Gaming.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, Gerrit Cole.
All right, here comes Brett Beatty. Ooh, first pitch, he gets hit. So Gerrit Cole has put a lot of base runners on. And I don't even just mean with hits, like walks, hits, batters now. Here's somebody that he's retired twice now. Tyrone Taylor struck out twice in his 2 ABs. I'm going to try something risky here. Let's see, can we get it done? Ooh. Try to go for the bunt there. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, man, now I'm wishing I did go with the bunt. Tyrone Taylor having a really rough day. 2 strikeouts and then right there the double play. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to take Taylor out in his next at bat. Here comes Jeff McNeil.
Ball.
Last time he came up, he sent one out of here for a 2-run shot, and he is the reason the Mets have the lead right now.
That's the ball.
So yeah, at some point we'll be taking Taylor out or moving him in the outfield, something.
That's the ball.
Something to get a
3
spark.
0.
Maybe take out Nemo, move Taylor to the left, but we got to figure something out. Either way, 3-0 count to Jeff McNeil.
Ball 4.
And he's
Take
walked
your
on
base.
4 pitches. And now we'll get a chance to see what Lindor can do.
Now batting, shortstop.
Acuna is still in the minors, Willie Hustle. Shout out to you for tapping in. I don't even have JD Martinez. I started this season long before a lot of the things got popping with the Mets this year.
No, ball.
Don't get me wrong. I do want to bring him up, Hustle, but I just traded for Bryce Terrain on the Brewers. So I don't want to mess up the chemistry. Speaking of messing up, we're going to pop this one up the right, and that's going to be the end of the 5th. So like I said, got a special little dedication here in the top half of this inning I got for everybody out there. Willie Hustle, don't ever call me a bandwagon fan in your life, Tom Brady fan. We'll be back.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Yes, sir. BYC Gaming. Shout out to Willie Hustle. If you watching live, you can see him leaving a bunch of rings in the comment section. I guess that's where Tom Brady took him to Zales. But real talk though, all my people out there, I know we all go through losing loved ones and all that type of stuff in life. You know, I ain't gonna get too deep with the joke, not the jokes, but what I'm saying real quick. But I just lost my uncle, man. It's been a real traumatic situation, man. He's the reason I'm a Mets fan. He's the reason I even play PlayStation. You know, I was a Sega guy or a Sega kid at that point. You know, so everything's gonna remind me of him. So we'll be doing a lot of Met stuff the next couple of weeks, and we'll also be doing NASCAR Heat content. Some of them will be silent, and I'll just be thinking of him while we hit the racetrack. While other things that I'll be bringing to y'all will be history on NASCAR and things that my uncle taught me about cars and what he loved about NASCAR, drivers he used to love, like Dale Earnhardt, rest in peace. So stay tuned for that, and let's keep it respectful in the comments. I'm not gonna argue with none of y'all. I'm just gonna delete the comment and move on. And salute to everybody that supports us. We got like over 1,000 followers and subscribers when we combine all the platforms, and I appreciate that. Shout out to Willie Hustle. He just said he's gonna re-download NASCAR. If you're somebody that likes that game and you want to hit the track with us, we usually do like 25% races just so we can get a good feel for a real NASCAR race. And I hope y'all tune in with the content with that, and also show some respect to my late great uncle. Miss you, uncle. Always love you. And let's get back to this game, man. We got 1-2 count against the young Yankee stud, the star in the making.
That's a ball.
Counts 2-2, and I really just want to get Manea out of this game. So let's hit him with some fastballs. There's a sinker right there. That'll be strike 3, 6K of the game. And we can go ahead and bring in an arm. As far as who's ready, it looks like we're going to just go ahead and bring in Jorge Lopez. That'll be the day for Manea. If we can hold on to this lead, he will have another one added to his record. He had a really good start today. We're going to hand it over to the pen. Manea, salute to you. Jorge Lopez, man. He's not a Met anymore, but he's still on our team here on BYC Gaming. And that's because he gets the job done. 1.71 ERA, good strikeout rate. Both lefties and righties are hitting sub 200 against him as well. Trevino takes strike one.
That's the ball.
Glad we didn't hit him right there.
1-1.
This one's popped up. The catcher Trevino pops it up, and the catcher for the Mets, Alvarez, will retire him. And that's the end of the top half of the sixth. Mets due up.
Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
All right, here comes the polar bear as we finally have knocked Gerrit Cole out of the game. Let's see what this Yankee bullpen is hitting on.
That's the ball.
Right now, this pitcher attacking the outside part of the zone. Circle change, four-seam fastball, slider, and a sinker are his pitches.
Nope, ball.
Pete Alonso
2-1.
still tallying those 50 walks. Definitely want to get him in triple digits for that this season as he fouls off a fastball right there. Pete pretty much been hitting in the cleanup spot exclusively all season. It's a bullet to short. What a play by Volpe. My goodness. That was nice.
Catcher number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
I'm about to say, that deserves a replay. That easily would have been a base hit against most shortstops in MLB, but Volpe with a great play and a great throw. So, you know, sometimes I'll do top fives for the team that I'm playing against. Being that the Yankees were my team in the franchise series last year, I never had a chance to do top 5 Yankees, and Alvarez is going to pop this one up, and I will be out number 2. So in the top half of the 7th, I'll give y'all my top 5 Yankees. And what I'll do top 5 Yankees in the 7th as far as position players, and in the top half of the 8th, I'll give y'all pitchers. Hopefully we'll be closing the door on this game in the 9th, but we definitely can use any insurance runs that we can get. Marte is 1 for 1 with a walk. And right here adds should be his second hit. Good job by Marte.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon.
Now Marte has been doing a good job stealing bases. And I think that's what I want to do right here.
0-1.
All right, we definitely want to make the pitcher aware that we're willing to run.
Nope, that's outside. Ball. That missed. That's the ball.
Good throw. Honestly, I should have waited another pitch, but I'm not mad at that because he did a short stride. So, yo, and it was close, bro. That's just a good throw by Trevino. All right, Volpe, who made a great play in that past half of the inning, steps in. Let's get Rayleigh and Austin Adams ready. Adams should be ready to go, so we may see him in this inning.
That's the ball.
Should Lopez run into any trouble, but right now the Mets staff has looked solid. This is a tough part of the lineup. Taylor going to get the first action in the field as he retires the fly out to center, 1 gone.
Now back, left fielder, Trent
Trent Grisham. Gonna take a strike right there. This is the part of the game where you start counting outs. We do have a 2-run lead. We got an 0-2 count against the Yankees outfielder. Shot down to third. Good glove from Beatty. Good throw to first. 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Interesting decision here. Juan Soto is coming up to the plate. You got Torres and Rizzo still to come. So the question becomes, do you want the lefty out here now? You know what? Let's do it. Let's have a mound visit, and let's bring in Brooks Raley. Lefty matchup. Let's play the numbers. And see, the thing is, what's going to be interesting is, do you want Raley in the game against Torres? Because then right after Torres is Rizzo, another lefty. We'll see how that plays out. Because right now, Raley has quickly got Juan Soto down 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Get Soto to foul that one off.
Ball.
There's that Soto shuffle. 2-2 count to number 22. This one chopped. Alvarez grounds it, makes the play at first. And the Mets set down one of the toughest hitters they'll face in this lineup today. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Nimmo, Ronnie Mauricio, and Brett Beatty due up.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 59, Scott Efron. Leading up for the Mets, the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Zach Efros, a name that I am very familiar with here in MLB The Show. He was somebody that was very crucial to our success as the GM of the Yankees last season. Brendan Nimmo quickly down 0-2. Efros throws some good pitches, slider, sinker, circle change, and a fastball from a wicked angle.
Ball.
Nimmo takes that pitch right there. 34 walks on the year for Nimmo. 324 on base percentage. He does have a walk in this game. Ooh, if I would have timed that out right, man, it may have been able to send that one to the bleachers. We're just late on that one, and we foul it back. 1-2 count. That's a good pitch right there. Can't be mad at the K. First of the game for Efros.
Designated hitter, Ronnie Mauricio.
All right, here's Ronnie Mauricio now. So I thought about moving Taylor to the bench because of the rough game he's having. When I really sat here and thought about it, doesn't make any sense to bring in either Bader or Terang. Instead, we'll drop a bunt here with Mauricio. LeMahieu's going to make a good play as far as gloving it, but the throw is way too late. And what I think we'll do, if you want to bring in somebody, let's go ahead and see about bringing in some even better speed than Ronnie Mauricio and Bryce Terang. All right, so Terang
Now running at first for the Mets.
is a speed demon. Let's make the pitcher very wary of us on first base. And when we think it's time to run, let's just do it because this pitcher throws a lot of breaking pitches. And we may force him to throw some fastballs like the sinker or a four-seamer. Beatty was hit by a pitch his last time up. There's a slider in there, 0-2 count. Terang going to take the lead.
Ball inside.
Nice pitch. Inside. It'll be ball one. There's a runner going. That's going to be a ball, and Bryce Terang's going to get the steal. That'll be his 10th stolen base on the season. And right there, that's crucial. Because now Beatty has a 2-2 count and a man on second with speed.
Got a full count.
Make that count full. You almost think they're going to walk Beatty here. If they do, we can bring in DJ Stewart. Woo! It should have been a walk, but that is a wicked pitch. Strike three. Beatty set down on strikes. That is a wicked pitch. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. All right, 2 outs. Tyrone Taylor is definitely due for a hit. He has had a rough game. He has struck out twice. Also grounded into a double play in the 5th. Big chance for Taylor right here to extend this Mets lead.
Ball.
Slider upstairs. Woo! Efros, that slider is absolutely filthy. 1-2 count now. This swing is what we put on that baseball. This one's going to be popped and caught in shallow center field, and that'll be the end of the inning. So the Mets still maintain a 2-0 lead. Here in this half of the inning, it's going to be Torres, Rizzo, and LeMahieu.
Leading off for the Yankees, the second baseman, Labor Torres.
All right, so this is where we have our first major decision. You see Torres, power versus lefties is through the roof, but his contact is pretty much the same. So we're going to roll the dice. We're going to have Torres and Rizzo do battle with Rayleigh, and then we're going to either see Adams or Edwin Diaz here in the 8th or potentially in the 9th. Let's see how it goes. So Torres steps in and looks at a sinker. The ball number 1.
2-0.
Cutter misses as the Mets host nearly 40,000 fans to witness this classic Subway Series rivalry. BYC Gaming, your boy Biz Billa. New music on the way. Shout out to 2 P's in the podcast. Sharply hit grounder to short. Good throw by Lindor. And that will retire Torres. But yeah, shout out to 2 P's in the podcast, man. I said I will not be pulling up to another podcast until I talk to those brothers first. Not even that I want to say anything crazy or profound on there, even though I can, but I just want to vibe with them and, have fun again with podcasting and music. Like everything when it comes to my entertainment brand, I want to have fun with again. Right now, having fun making Rizzo swing and miss through the sinker. And now this one hit to Alonso, who has had a busy day fielding grounders at first base. And that will be the second out. Now I could save an arm. But what we'll do, we'll bring in Austin Adams. Austin Adams has been stellar this season. Could be on his way to playing in the All-Star game. 7-3 record, 8 holds. He's been strong. All right, my bad, y'all. Stepped out the room to relax and do my thing for a quick second. We got 2 outs here, and LeMahieu's going to take strike 1. LeMahieu currently dealing with an 8-game hit streak that may be in jeopardy here. Adams wants to make sure that that is the case. 1-1 count to the Yankees third baseman. He hits it to the Mets third baseman. Brett Beatty makes the throw. And in the ninth, we may be seeing Diaz or we may see Adams again. It depends on whether Jeff McNeil can hit another home run, whether Lindor can hit one, or Pete has a chance. Bottom of the 8th coming up.
The second baseman.
All right, new arm. New arm on the hill for the Yanks. Another name that we are very familiar with, but I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I haven't played with the Yankees in a while, since the franchise. So I've forgotten the pronunciation of that guy's name. Right now we got a 1-0 count, though.
That's the ball. Outside.
All right, make it 2-0. If we have no runners on, I think I'm going to pinch hit for Pete Alonso, and I'm going to have Mark Vientos. Oh, I'm going to have Mark Vientos come in. I wish I would have been paying attention. I'm going to leave this as a double. Let this be a double. Let this be a double. All right, now I'm a little angry I took out Bryce Terang because Jeff McNeil is now sitting at second with what should have been a triple. Wow. Misplayed by the right fielder, Juan Soto. You rarely see that.
Timeout.
As we'll step out of the box and figure out what we want to do here. Do we have any more speedy infielders? We do. Okay, so I want to see something. See, this is the thing. Okay, if I substitute him with Bader or Vientos. Okay, if I sub him with Vientos, I can move Vientos to shortstop and Lindor to second base, correct? Yes, I can. Okay, so McNeil's going to come out here for Bader, and then Vientos will come in for Bader later in the game.
Now running at
All
second
right.
base, number 44, Harrison Bader.
All right. Come on, Lindor.
One ball, no
All
strike.
Lindor needs here is a single. Don't need anything crazy. That's the reason for bringing in the pinch runner, Bader. Lindor has 56 RBIs on the season. Mets looking to secure this win here in the Subway Series. Game far from over, but insurance runs definitely help. Nice slider right there. That is the pitch that is giving us trouble today.
Ball.
Don't have to force anything. We got Pete Alonso on deck. It's a high fastball. That will make this a 2-2 count. It's an opposite field smash. And Lindor's going to keep it fair. He's also going to have himself a double. And the Mets extend the lead now to 3-zip. Lindor with the opposite field smash. And honestly, even if we don't have a save situation coming up, I think I'm going to bring Diaz into the game regardless. So you see Pete Alonso steps in. He's 0 for 3 and due for a hit. Let's just make sure Diaz is scheduled to come in the game. That he is. All right, Lindor takes the lead. They throw it back to second. Got to keep an eye on Lindor. Stolen base maestro. As Pete Alonso takes the fastball for strike one. Circle change, slider, and a fastball.
He's up.
All right, so Alonso grounds that one to shortstop. The throw is made. Francisco Lindor moves to third, and now Francisco Alvarez steps in. Alvarez has 2 walks. We'll take that in this situation, but we definitely want to hit one at least to the outfield to make this a 4-0 ball game. Alvarez hits 224 with runners in scoring position. Still only 1 out in this inning. Big swing from Alvarez, swung on and missed.
That's the ball. 1-2.
There's one in the dirt. Ooh, base hit. The infield was in, and Alvarez puts that one into the outfield for an RBI single. We needed that in a major way. Number 4 gives the Mets a 4-run lead.
Ball.
All right, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, after this at bat by Starlin Marte, I'm going to let the commentators finish out this game. I got to make a quick phone call, handle some business. But if everything goes well, I'll come back at the end of the 9th and we'll chop it up. And what we will do is hopefully celebrate a Mets victory as it's 2-1 to Starlin Marte.
I really like what they've done with the fence line out there. Defensively, I think it's
the 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 runs across in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. just misses with that one.
And that's
Full
awfully
count.
close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Runner takes off. Good
Take your
plate
base,
appearance
ball four.
there. Able to take the walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's
The
been
batter,
really patient at
the
the
left
plate.
fielder,
A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now
Victor
pitching for the
Gonzalez, the new pitcher, the lefty
Number
from Mexico.
81.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter. Coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Nimmo,
Ball.
the next to hit, takes ball one. Strike
Good.
one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1-2.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Puts a bunt down.
Yeah.
This is Bryce Terang, batting for the first time here in the 8th inning after coming into the game as a pinch runner. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Two on, 2 outs. That misses,
1-1.
and that is ball one. And that's through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
2 outs.
2-2.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Not in
No, he's
time.
safe.
He's safe. And the runners will move up. On the ground to the left. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. Here comes a pitch. 1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss.
You can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Three outs from a no-hitter. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
He's 2 outs away. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Right side, hard hit. Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. And now the toughest one is left to get. The final out to complete the no-hitter.
Yeah, and not much we can say anymore. Everyone knows what this situation is, and he's so close, Boog, he can taste it.
And the no-hit bid comes down to this. 1 more out to get. Defense has been a huge factor today, but a chance for the no-no right here. The Yankees down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss.
We did it, baby. My first ever no-hitter. Was it a perfect game? It don't matter. We did it, baby.
Great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
I can't believe I did it, bro. It's taking me so many years to do it. Wow. And it came against the Yankees. Couldn't happen to a nicer group of guys. Let's go, Mets. Combined no-hitter. We're going to check and see if it's a perfect game soon. Let's just celebrate this for a moment. Wow. Jeff McNeil with a big home run in this game. I'm just in shock, guys. The Mets getting it done at the plate. Getting more than enough runs for the pitching staff to be in position to get a win, even with some great defensive plays being made by the Yankees. But the Mets just pitched a no-no against one of the best teams in baseball. Sean Manea gets the win. Let's try to break this down somehow. What I want to know is, did they draw? And they didn't draw any walks either. This was a perfect game. It was a perfect game. A combined perfect game, but a perfect game nonetheless. This is my question, though, people. Why was there not more fanfare? Why is there not cheering and going nuts and going crazy? Like, what, bro? I just threw a no-hitter, bro. A perfect game. Like, there should be, like, a parade right now in the booth with Chris Singleton and John Shambi, or whatever his name is. Wow. Well, before we move on, let's salute the hitters who got it done today. Jeff McNeil, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Both of those coming on that home run. Lindor had an RBI double down the left field line. That was clutch. Like I said, there's plenty I could salute offensively. We had a really good game. Shout out to Alvarez for driving in a run as well, and Bryce Terang getting an RBI. But Sean Manea, 5 2/3 innings pitched, gets his 3rd win of the season, 6 Ks, and then it's just goose eggs across the board. Only other pitcher to really put any type of stat on the board for us is Edwin Diaz, 2 strikeouts. That's a combined 8 strikeouts. Everything else is goose eggs. 9 innings pitched. Everybody that came on the mound for the Mets put on a show and handle business. So I'm very confused as to why the game isn't going crazy right now. I mean, look at Manea, like barely throwing pitches out of the zone. Like just just incredible performance, man. Like I said, I just feel like they should be saluting us a lot more than what they are. Let's go to the menus. If you're still here rocking with us on BYC Gaming, we appreciate you. The New York Mets franchise, episode 45 coming to an end. But salute me, man. Perfect game, bro. I've never done that before, and I've got it on file in case you don't believe me. First of all, let's turn the audio back down. I don't
This
want to
one
be
drilled right
surprised.
center field. That one heading for the fence.
I don't want to be surprised by the music the next time I play, but let's advance. Okay, so I don't see anything. Let's go to GM goals. We've got a few GM goals already knocked off. You can feel free to pause this at any time if you want to see which GM goals we have knocked off already as we get our 45th win. I'm looking for throw a no-hitter / perfect game. Like, that's what I want to see, and there's nothing for it, which is wild. We don't have a goal for that. Oh man, I'm a little astonished because if like this is the problem with some of these games, like you focus on like trying to make sure certain things stand out to the fan, but like right now there should be like a news report or something that says I just threw a no hitter. I guess we'll just celebrate it with you people. Yeah, man, but the Yankees get shut down in a major way. They get no hit. We'll leave their lineup on the board because there was nothing that came across the base pass or across the plate as far as the Yankees are concerned. The Yankees now are 46 and 35, Mets 45 and 34. Both teams putting on for the city, and they're doing that in real life as well. I'm real life blown away by the fact that I just threw a perfect game. MLB The Show, do better and celebrate your players that do something impressive like this. We appreciate all of y'all that stuck through and watched this, whether live or on the playback. My name is Bizbilla, Bizbilla, and we'll be back with more BYC gaming and bringing you classics. Check out the link tree. Check me out at BIZBIZZ. I don't even know. I'm saying so many. Look, I got so many different social media handles that I'm gonna just tell y'all. Check out the link tree. You can find me in all those places there. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Peace, love. We gone.